everyone, and welcome to Willie Acres Arena, where tonight the #1 team in Class AAA, the Logan Wildcats, set to take on the 5-3 and rejuvenated Wayne Pioneers here from Middleburg Island. Chris Kidd with you, alongside me, Derek Miller, for tonight's broadcast. And Derek, again, this has been a Logan team that has been out to a hot start against some very tough competition right out of the gate. Again, winning on Friday against Capital on New Year's Eve, and that barn burner, knocking off previous state champion Shady Spring, beating a lot of very good teams, North Marion, Scott, right out of the gate. This has been a Logan team that was built for success this year with a lot of the experience they have, and thus far through 4 games, it's really proved out for them.
Absolutely, brother. I'm glad to be back. New year, 2022. Here I am. I'm excited to watch these #1 Logan Wildcats. And as a matter of fact, if you're listening and you're a Hillbilly fan, understand that I'm still a Hillbilly at heart, but I do have my Logan High School Wildcat hat on tonight because, let me tell you, brother, it's an exciting team to watch. I'm excited to be here, and they've won me over as a fan this year, Chris.
I tell you what, it's easy to really get excited about watching this team whenever you see them in action. They've been a lot of fun to just watch, sit back and relax and enjoy some of their basketball this year, including their second halves, which we'll get into later on in the game. But this Logan team averaging, coming out now through 4 games, 71.3 points per game, but the defense has been incredible. Even though they gave up the 64 to Capital the other day, still only giving up 54.3 points per game. So now that they've added this offense into their repertoire, it's making them a lot more dangerous to have to deal with, because we know they can turn you over and make life very difficult on the defensive end.
Absolutely, man. That's why they're #1. I mean, the stats speak for themselves. This team here, man, they're like a well-oiled machine. They work together, you know, they move the ball around together. You got the big man underneath, and you got some kids out there that give 110%. All of them, you know, get good effort, but you got some kids that go that extra mile, you know, after the ball and stuff. And that's why they're the top contender in AAA tonight, Chris, so I'm excited.
And again, they've been getting it done all over the place this year with that starting 5. They've had some good bench contribution as well from Julius Clancy, Chance Maynard and company that have come off the bench and provided some sparks and some minutes. But on any given day, it's been a different guy so far. You know, Scotty Browning having 20 against Scott, 19 against Capital the other day. Garrett Williamson with a season-high 24 against Capital the other day. Aiden Slack getting it done on defense. Jackson Koger with 23 points against Scott. Jackson Tackett, 27 against Scott, 12 against Capital. I mean, all 5 of these starters for Logan are not a detriment on the offensive or defensive end, so it's really tough to match up with them.
Absolutely, and like I said at the beginning of the season, man, you keep these 5 guys healthy, these 5 horses healthy on this team, and you're going to see them in the championship game over in Charleston. And absolutely, you know, like you're telling me the stats there, and then I'm replaying these games that I've watched, you know, not only security, but up here working WVOW. And I'm watching them warm up tonight, Chris, and I think, man, these kids are good. You know, they work together good, and my man, Scotty Hot Hands Browning there, you know, draining them threes and warm-ups. And I'm excited to see what they can do tonight, and I'm excited to see what Wayne's going to bring to the floor, too.
Well, we're going to talk about the Wayne Pioneers a little bit when we come back here on WVOW and Video Productions. As we said, they got out to a nice start this year, hoping to create some of that success and maybe pull off a monumental upset here tonight from Willie Acres Arena, as you are listening to and watching Logan Wildcat basketball action with us right here on WVOW, West Virginia's premier sports radio station, and live on Video Productions.
Welcome to Allstate. You already paid for car insurance. Why not take your home along for the ride? Allstate. Here, better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands with Allstate. Call a local agent or 1-800-ALLSTATE for a quote today.
Little General Stores has served our hometowns for decades, providing those essential needs for the road of life. The LG family goes above and beyond to ensure that your experience is an easy one. That's why they offer the LG Rewards Card, a way to earn points for free drinks, coffee, and even discounts on fuel. Rest assured, you'll leave knowing they have your needs covered. And by the way, tell them Hug sent you. Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
At Tiger's Ice Cream and Grill, we have a huge menu offering home-cooked dinners hamburgers, tacos, hot dogs, pizza, Philly steaks, and desserts, including, of course, ice cream. Ask about our weekly home-cooked dinners. We have an everyday hot dog special, 6 hot dogs for $5.99, or $5 14-inch large grab-and-go pizzas made from our fresh homemade dough. So visit Tiger's Ice Cream and Grill, located beside the old IGA in Chapmanville, just off the Crawley Creek exit of 119.
Welcome back, everybody. Chris Kidd and Derek Miller here with you from Willie Acres Arena for tonight's action between the Logan Wildcats and the Wayne Pioneers. Getting ready to start in about 5 minutes or so. And we talked a little bit about Logan going into the break. Let's talk a little bit about the Wayne Pioneers. Again, this is a young group, Derek, as they've got several freshmen in their rotation that see a lot of minutes. And then you've got a couple of seniors as well in this lineup. They got out to a nice start this year, beating GCHS out of Huntington, Wahama, Tulsa, Sissonville, Covenant to start 5-0. Now, they've lost their last 3, but albeit to very tough opponents. Huntington St. Joe, who had a myriad of people come in to the program this year. Then you got Winfield, who's a top-notch talent in AAA every year, and then to Buffalo in a tight contest. So this has been a Wayne team that you can no longer just sleep on and think it's going to be an easy win. They've really started to turn things around as Sam Kokenauer and his club.
No, you're right. They won 5, and they're looking for number 6. And even though you look at them out here on the court, Chris, you know, Logan's got them in size, of course, as you can see that. But let me tell you, they didn't come here to lose, so they're going to come here and play hard. And I'm excited to see, you know, what they're going to bring to the Willie Acres Arena here against the Logan Wildcats, even though I think they're going to have their hands full tonight.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, too. Again, this is a Wayne club that's had their struggles for quite a while in basketball. Again, they've had no winning season since 2008 and only one winning season since 2005. So that was 12 years ago they had their last winning season, and trying to really put a lot of pressure on this Logan club tonight because Logan has dominated this series, going 18-1 against Wayne since 2006, including 8 in a row. Logan won last year 67-46, and Wayne's last win was in February of 2017 when they won 63-45. Well, as we're closing in here on the tip, again, you had a problem with a post that I had the other day. Is that the case? Again, I had a comment about cabbage rolls not being good, and I swear to goodness it was like I talked about everyone's mother.
Hey, listen, buddy, confession is good for the soul, and I'm glad you let that out there because you was brave enough. You know, I'm not much of a cabbage roll eater. Now, my wife makes a good cabbage roll soup that I like, but as far as, you know, I do think it's overrated. But since you confessed something on Facebook, I'm going to confess something on the Facebook. I turned 38 this month, Chris, and I just discovered over the new year that coffee is amazing.
Oh.
I never did drink coffee. I started drinking coffee, and then I'm looking forward to becoming a coffee connoisseur, I guess you could say. So I've already been trying a few different blends there at Speedway in the morning. So you confessed yours, I confessed mine, brother. But look out, because you might have a lot of the cabbage roll people after you after that post.
My students brought it up at school on Monday and Tuesday. They said, "Hey, you don't like cabbage rolls? What's the problem?" I was like, "Why is this a beratement of me?" I said, "I have an opinion. Most people like it. Some people don't."
Cabbage rolls, pizza. I mean, what are we choosing here?
I've had people not like pizza and ice cream before, but cabbage rolls was the line in the sand.
Yeah, I do think. I think that the grocery stores stock up on New Year's, you know, for the cabbage and stuff. And I don't think cabbage rolls is made a lot throughout the year. So I'm with you there, man. I think they might be a little overrated.
Well, shoot, you about had a nice dessert tray coming in here before what you told me during break. You were so hungry, were you envisioning that, or did that happen?
Well, I'm trying to cut back a little bit. You know, I am, believe it or not, there at WVOW if you're listening. But on the way here, going by Walmart, seen what I thought was a whole box of oatmeal pies come out of this guy's truck. And I was dodging it, went to flip on my lights and realized that I wasn't coming to the game as a police officer, but I was coming to you as your friendly basketball announcer. So there's not much I can do other than drool as I went by thinking, man, I'd love to have them oatmeal pies. But I also thought in the same sense, I thought, Man, why does people litter, you know?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
It's just one of those things that it's not cool.
Well, time now for our Logan Regional Medical Center keys to the game. And what do you see as the big key tonight for Logan to try and get to 5-0 and solidify that #1 seed in AAA, Derek?
Logan needs to stay on top of their game, keep doing what they're doing, keep pounding underneath of the big men, keep getting the rebounds, getting the hustle and the ball pushed outside to make the shots. Wayne's going to have to, scores, try to step it up, double down low on the big man, and force that outside shot and hope that the shooters aren't on fire here for Logan tonight.
Well, again, those are your Logan Regional Medical Center keys to the game, and the key to your health care is with Logan Regional Medical Center, offering care for every stage of life from the Women's Center to pediatrics and primary care physicians. Logan Regional Medical Center, always here for you. Right now, the introductions going on down on the floor as Wayne being introduced, Logan getting ready for the light show to begin here in just a moment. And let's run through the starting lineups here on both sides for you this evening before we send it out for our final pregame break. But for the Wayne Pioneers, it'll be freshman Ronnie Staley in the lineup, averaging 12.5 points per game. Then you have Ryan Maynard, averaging 8.8 points per game, a senior. Then you have Braden Eves, a junior, averaging 2.3 points per game. Dylan May, a junior for this Wayne Pioneer club, averaging 6.4 points per game. And then you have sophomore Zane Adkins, averaging 14.6 points per game. And then coming off the bench, probably as the sixth man, will be Ike Nettings, who's a freshman, averaging 11.3 points per game. So as we mentioned, a very young Wayne Pioneer club that's averaging 56.3 points per game on the year and allowing 53.9 points per game on the season. On the other end for the Logan Wildcats, they're led by Scotty Browning, a junior. That'll be followed by Garrett Williamson, who was All-State Honorable Mention last year and first-team All-Conference, another junior for this Logan Wildcat club. Then you have Aiden Slack, also a junior in the lineup, who was All-Conference last year. Jackson Koger, 6'5", transfer from Westside this year. Then you have Jackson Tackett, a senior transfer from Man, stepping in here this evening into the starting lineup for the Logan Wildcats. We're going to step aside for a 2-minute break, and when we come back, it'll be time for the tip between Logan and Wayne as you are listening to and watching Logan Wildcat basketball action with us right here on WVOW, West Virginia's premier sports radio station, and live on Video Productions.
You can breathe easier at Boone Memorial Hospital, now with pulmonologist Dr. Richard McNeely. Come see us if you have concerns about your breathing issues.
Boone Memorial Hospital, bringing medicine home.
In Peytonville, there's lots of ways to save on auto insurance.
Really?
Yep. Very proud of that. With Smart Ride from Nationwide, they can get discounts for safe driving.
Does she get one?
Mrs. Carmichael, safest driver in Peytonville. Takes a lot of work and effort to be the safest driver in Peytonville.
What about this guy?
With Nationwide Smart Miles, the less he drives, the less he pays. The list of inspiring stories goes on and on.
I bet. I've never seen anyone do more with their retirement than you.
I concur.
Let's go places. The all-new Thornhill Toyota on the Thornhill Motor Mile. Your total automotive experience just got better with one of the safest, most dependable lines of vehicles on the market, Toyota. Contact us today and let Thornhill show you what total automotive care is all about.
Logan Physical Therapy wants to help you. Have you been injured at work or in an accident? Come to Logan Physical Therapy and Doug Hibbs will provide a thorough, careful evaluation and create a comprehensive treatment program that will get you back on your feet. Logan Physical Therapy, turning setbacks into comebacks.
Little General Stores has served our hometowns for decades, providing those essential needs for the road of life. The LG family goes above and beyond to ensure that your experience is an easy one. That's why they offer the LG Rewards Card, a way to earn points for free drinks, coffee, and even discounts on fuel. Rest assured, you'll leave knowing they have your needs covered. And by the way,
tell them Hug sent you.
That's right. Little General Stores, your road.
Getting ready for the tip-off between Logan and Wayne here from Willie Acres Arena. Chris Kidd and Derek Miller with you, with Garrett Lester, our engineer on Video Productions, Lisa Grayley, our camera operator, with Terry Bucklew and Tanner Thomas our engineers back in the WVOW studios as Logan wearing their all-white uniforms with a Wildcat emblem on the front with blue and gold trim across the jerseys, with Wayne in their white trim jerseys with red all over and light Wayne written across the chest. So again, it'll be key for Wayne to get out to a start here that doesn't see Logan jump out on like a 10-12 run here to really peak early. And if they can keep this tight, maybe cause Logan some little bit of problems going into halftime.
Absolutely. They're going to shut down the paint right off the bat here because I know Logan, they're going to go down low and look for the post. But let me see what they're going to do here, Chris.
Logan wins the tip. They'll be going left to right across your computer screen and radio dial as Williamson steps into a three, tries to pick up where he left off on Friday night, but can't come up with it. Rebound saved by Slack, shovels it over to Tackett, and he'll lay it in for the first two.
Good job, good awareness by Tackett there to be underneath the basket, get the pass, put it up.
And Tackett averaged 9.7 points per game last year. He's been into double figures in all 4 games thus far this season for Logan. Driving in on the right side, contact made, and that's going to be a foul on Koger as he runs into Maynard right off the bat. And that's one area where Logan has struggled with Koger and Tackett is getting into foul trouble, as both of them were in a lot of foul trouble on Friday.
Yeah, two big, big physical, not only physical, but play hard physical players there. But Koger and Tackett kind of laughing down there because Koger definitely was a lot bigger than the guy taking it in there. But yeah, they're going to have to watch themselves here.
And Maynard missing on the first free throw. It's actually Logan that eliminated Wayne last year in the sectional tournament, as Maynard will hit on the second attempt. First point of the game for the Pioneers at 2-1. Williamson will bring it across the timeline. Early stages of the first quarter. Tackett over to Williamson on the left wing, dribbles to the top of the key. Now over to Browning, comes off a screen for 3 from the right side, misses everything. But Tackett with a reverse layup on that, as that was a perfect pass.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Now, give him credit. We know that was a pass there, Scotty. So
I agree. That's an assist, right? Garrett's over here like, no. Let's drive in on the right side. Layup attempt blocked as May couldn't get all the way in. Now here comes Logan. Bounce pass by Koger's kicked away. It'll stay with the Wildcats.
Yep, 4-1 here, Chris. Not even a minute left off, so Logan's going underneath here.
Get it up top for Browning, trying to penetrate. Gives it off to Koger inside the paint. Koger bounce pass over to Williamson on the right block. Gives it back to Koger in the paint. Going to have to get rid of it. Turnaround jumper, and Derek Miller calls it right off the bat.
I'm telling you, man. I mean, if I was coaching and I seen the physical size here, I'm not going to chance it unless I got a big lead. To go outside and take the deep shots unless you're plumb wide open. So they're going to work the ball slow down underneath and get what points they can.
Tough drive here on the right side. Nicely taken, though, as an up and under layup goes for Ronnie Staley. First field goal of the game for Wayne. It's now 6-3 Logan as Williamson quickly the other way, dumps it off to Koger in the middle of the paint. Shot from about where he made a moment ago, this time short, but there's Tackett again to clean up the mess as he's got 6 points.
Yeah, you know what? This is the first year that them two's playing together, Chris, but I'm telling you now, it looks like they've been playing together for years. Each one is a good follow-up, know what they're doing, and here comes Tackett with the steal.
He ripped it away from Staley in the backcourt. Staley reached in, and I don't know if he picked that clean or not. It looks like it was a clean pick by Staley, so no foul, but it'll be Logan ball. They lead at 8-3 with 5:59 to go in the first quarter. Williamson will inbound, lobs it in. Tackett comes free, and he'll lay it in easily.
Easily wide open there.
Now it is a 10-3 lead for Logan right out of the gate. Wayne's got to be careful here early as they lob it up ahead for May. May tries to dribble in, had it kicked away. Yes, that'll stay with the Pioneers.
If you're Wayne here, down on the defensive side, you're going to have to put more guys underneath there. And force them somewhat, a little bit up from out underneath the basket.
Inbound underneath by Staley, gets it over to May on the right block, doesn't have much of a chance against Tackett there, gives it back to Staley, now into the corner for May as they'll lob it back up top, and they'll reset the offense with Maynard. Maynard going up against Williamson, one of the better defenders in Class AAA. Can't find a crease, swings it over right side, open look for May from 3, and he'll bury it.
Boom, pretty shot, good set, good release, good rotation. Great shot, number 11.
The junior with his first bucket of the game. 10-6 Logan leads it. Slack left wing 3 on the way. This one no good. Rebound tipped around and taken away by Staley. So here comes Wayne trying to cut this to one possession. Staley gets into the middle, lost control of it. Ball loose on the floor. Koger goes diving for it, tries to save it. Ball kicked around, still loose. And now Wayne comes up with it as Adkins. He'll pull from 3 and he'll hit.
I don't think Adkins thought he was going to make that shot, but good shot, number 23.
And just like that, 7-point lead for Logan has shrunk to 1 at 10-9. 4:50 to go in the first quarter. Browning on the right wing, dribbles to the elbow, now back up top. Trying to create some space, pulls back for a jumper, this time short, rebounded underneath by Adkins. Here comes Wayne looking for the first lead of the game as Staley has it on the left wing. Back out to Atkins. Has that two-hand set shot, and that rattles around and goes home as 3 straight threes has given Wayne the lead now on a timeout by Zach Atkins.
All right. If you're listening, you're a Wayne fan there. If you're watching on Video Productions fan, I will be better. I may have my Logan High School Wildcat hat on here, but man, they're coming out here proving, coming from 7 points down to 2 points ahead, so good job.
I should say it's Zach Green on the timeout for Logan. And while we have a moment, just a reminder that Nationwide Insurance agent Greg Dalton is a proud supporter of Logan Wildcat Athletics and the community of Logan County. For auto, home, life, and business insurance, call the Greg Dalton Agency at 304-752-8300. Greg Dalton Insurance with offices on Main Street in Logan and Main Street in Chapmanville. For all your sides, there is Nationwide. This is WVOW Logan. Well, again, you talked about Logan dominating on the inside. I think Wayne knows they got to get it done from the outside, and so far so good with 3 threes.
You're absolutely right. That's what they're looking at here on the outside because, like you can see it, they definitely a lot bigger than Wayne, so they're going to have to try to force their shots outside and force some extra defenders down low. So that's what they're doing here. And it looks like we got something wrong with the floor again. Here comes the mop man.
I tell you what, man, if these guys are on the payroll, then they're probably making more than you or I ever thought of making. They've been busy so far this year.
Now, I'm trying to get my exercise in and stuff, so I might have to look into getting that guy, see if that guy needs some help there because he sure gets his steps in every night.
I think it was a spill over on the Wayne bench. It looked like maybe they had a beverage fall over during that timeout, so that's cleaned up now, and we're ready to go back to action. But it's a 9-0 run for Wayne as they've taken a 12-10 lead. Williamson will bring it up the center of the floor. Charges right into the paint, kicks it over to Slack on the left side. Slack can't find an opening, gives it to Koger. Koger, tough pass, but it finds Tackett, and they're going to call him for a travel. So now the ball back over to Wayne here after the turnover. Trying to build on their lead as now Logan will go full court pressure. They inbound it for Atkins, had it stolen away. Here's Williamson on the right side, whistling a block, and that'll send Williamson to the line.
Yeah, you want to get 2 shots there.
It looks like they're going to get that foul on Atkins. That'll be his first. So a team foul apiece, and now Williamson made his hay at the free throw line on Friday night. He was 12 of 15 from the charity stripe, and he sinks his first.
You ain't kidding, man. I was watching him, down there working security, and he was nailing them.
He had 24 points in that win over Capital, and he sinks both free throws to get things started here tonight. And Logan was 17 for 26 overall from the charity stripe in that game over Capital. Now we're all even at 12 apiece as Maynard will bring it across the timeline for Wayne. Over to the right side near the Logan bench. Maynard behind his back, now crosses over, tries to drive in, but Williamson tips it away, out of bounds, and it's going to be last touch by Wayne.
You notice what Zach Green did during the timeout there? He switched his defense up a little bit. They got a little full court pressure going on there. Went to man, so I'm sure there's no doubt he said, hey, look, these guys is knocking down the threes. We're going to have to get up, get a little physical, get up in their face. So I've noticed that change during his timeout.
And that's usually what Logan does so well on the defensive end, making you hurry, making you rush, making you uncomfortable. Wayne wasn't really feeling that in the first few minutes. Now let's see if they do here as Koger gets it on the left block, goes up strong with a nice up and under move, and he'll be fouled on the play.
As big as Koger is, I mean, sometimes that's all you can do is just hang on like that young man did there. Trying his best to play good defense on him. It's big, physical. That's a man down there, number 23.
Absolutely. And that's foul on Maynard, so that'll be his first as Koger sinks the first free throw. So he's got 3 points. Again, he had 23 points in that first game against Scott, and then had 8 points against North Marion, 8 against Shady Spring, and then 7 against Capital. So he's looking to break out again here tonight possibly as he hits both free throws. Now Logan, last 4 points, has retaken the lead, almost a steal on the inbound. As chasing it down was May. They lob it up ahead as Maynard able to cross the timeline with it. Dribbles to the free throw line, now gives it off to May on the left side. Penetrates in, and his pass stolen by Koger, and another foul on Wayne.
Yeah, Koger got hit with an elbow or something. Of course, not intentional loose ball down there, but ref seen it underneath, called the foul.
So now you can see this pressure is starting to take its toll, as Garrett Lester letting us know that's now the 5th turnover of the quarter for Wayne, and most of that coming ever since Logan came out of the timeout and started to apply this pressure. As Browning on the left wing gets it to Tackett just beyond the free throw line. His jumper too strong, and rebound taken away underneath by Eves. Eves' pass gets away and saved just in time by Atkins. Here comes Staley up the center of the floor, driving in strong on Slack. He'll take it all the way in, but misses the layup as Slack gets the rebound, and he'll be fouled 90 feet from the basket. And that's something Wayne's got to be careful of right there. I know they don't want Logan getting out in transition after this, but that's already 4 team fouls in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, they definitely got to watch their fouls. I don't know what their depth is on the bench there, but they got to watch what they're doing.
Koger has it on the left wing, 14-12. Logan leads it. Nice give and go back to Koger on the left side, and he'll lay it in for his 6th point.
He makes it look easy underneath, man. It's just it's finesse.
Another pass gets away, but saved on the near side by May. He'll race up the left side, had it picked away from behind by Tackett, and here comes Williamson with it. Williamson over to the left side. Stutter steps, now waits, gives it off underneath the Tackett. He'll lay it in on the left side, and the last 8 points have gone to Logan.
Yeah, he's hard to stop too, number 44. But like you said, Logan, as you can see him here, they're putting a lot of pressure on this defense, creating turnovers.
18-12 as Atkins gets it across the timeline over to Staley on the left wing. Runs into a man. They're going to call him for a travel.
I thought they was going to call a foul there, Chris, but it looks like he was in motion. Got a little travel call there, but Logan has jumped out here, 18-12 pretty quick.
Now Cooper Atkins will check into the game for Wayne as Eves will go to the bench. Another substitute getting up will be Ike Meddings as the freshman will come in after the next whistle. Dump off underneath. There's Tackett again as he puts it up and in. He's got all of his buckets from inside of 6 feet.
What I tell you, they're going to use him to all night. I mean, if you got him, use him.
Now, I'm not sure what happened there, but apparently the official stopping play to allow the substitute come in as Staley will go out and Meddings will check in. I don't know if the ball got kicked away or what there, but it gave Wayne basically a free timeout. It's a 10-0 run for Logan. They get it up ahead. Meddings with it. He's in trouble on the right side. Pass dangerous, and it's intercepted by Williamson. Here he drives in. Nice dish to Browning, and he'll lay it up.
Yeah, I thought for sure, he was going to go in for the layup. I'm sure, he would have created some contact, but he seen my man Scotty Browning wide open and dished it off there. Good play.
Wayne bench has seen enough, as that's going to be a 30-second timeout for them, as Logan now leads at 22-12. And now that is 6 assists here in the first quarter by Garrett Williamson. And he's just a kid that gets it done on every aspect of the floor, Derek. And he started every game of his high school career for Logan from his freshman year till now. And on any given night, he can give you the points like he did against Capital with 24. He can give you the assists like he's doing tonight. He can do it on the defensive end. I mean, the kid's just an all-around very, very good player.
Yes, he is. And he's definitely, not only that, he's got great heart, carries himself well. And that's why he's going to be another All-Stater this year too, Chris. There's no doubt about it. He's very well deserving of that. He's a good athlete.
Now can Wayne solve this pressure as Meddings gets it over to Atkins. Minute 28 to go in the first. Now back to Meddings on the left wing as he waits and Atkins shows up. Again, 22-12, Logan leads it after Wayne had taken a 12-10 lead. Meddings back to Atkins. He'll take a two-handed set shot 3 and hits it again.
I need to keep an eye on him. How many is that for him? Is that 2?
That's 3 three-pointers now. Browning looks to drive in on the left side. Instead kicks it out to Clancy. Now to Williamson. Tries to answer with a 3. Too strong. Rebound tipped loose. Going to go out of bounds, and they're going to say last touch by Logan.
Good hustle. Good hustle by the defense there for Wayne,
Yeah, but Atkins has that kind of grade school set shot. He doesn't have the normal motion at this age, but it doesn't matter if it goes in.
Exactly, and I'm sitting there. I watched him shoot, and I was like, he's going to shoot, and next thing you know, it's already released, and
now here comes Wayne trying to shave this lead down in the final 44 seconds as they've hung around here in the first quarter, trailing at 22-15.
He's got his corner over there. We need to watch him.
Get it into the left side for May. He was being grabbed, it looked like, and they're going to call a foul here on Tackett, and that's probably a good call. It looked like Tackett had a hold of his jersey. So that'll be the first foul on Tackett, and only the second team foul against Logan, 4 against Wayne here in the first quarter. It's Pioneers. We'll get the ball to start the second quarter, too, unless we get a jump ball between now and then. Now we get another foul before the inbound, and this looks like it's going to go against Logan as well.
Who's that
now? Let's see. It looked like he threw up a couple big numbers there.
42, I think.
Okay, so that's going to be on Chance Maynard, who's just checked into the game, the senior. And he played some big minutes against Capital the other night. Had 2 points, but really helped spark Logan on the defensive end. Our Koger and Tackett were both in foul trouble. So we're down to 25 seconds left in the quarter. Meddings drives baseline, throws up a floater short, rebounded by Browning. So Logan now possibly with the last look at the first quarter. As they lead it by 7. Browning will give it over to Williamson with 13 seconds to go.
And we'll hold it here and take a shot.
Williamson letting it run down here with 7 seconds. Now he's going to go with it, down to 5. Williamson drives in right side, puts it up, banks it off the glass and in with 2 seconds left. They'll inbound it to Atkins, trying to find some space, but he won't get the shot off. And that'll do it for the first 8 minutes of action here from Willie Acres Arena as the Logan Wildcats lead at 24-15. We'll be back after this 60-second break as you're listening to and watching Logan Wildcat basketball action with us right here on WVOW, West Virginia's premier sports radio station, and live on Video Productions.
This is Boone Memorial Hospital. Compassionate, personal, quality care that's close to home with caring, skilled physicians and large private inpatient rooms.
Boone Memorial Hospital, bringing medicine home.
Let's go places. The all-new Thornhill Toyota on the Thornhill Motor Mile. Your total automotive experience just got better with one of the safest, most dependable lines of vehicles on the market, Toyota. Contact us today and let Thornhill show you what total automotive care is all about.
In Peytonville, there's lots of ways to save on auto insurance.
Really?
Yep. Very proud of that. With Smart Ride from Nationwide, they can get discounts for safe driving.
Does she get one?
Mrs. Carmichael, safest driver in Peytonville, takes a lot of work and effort to be the safest driver in Peytonville.
What about this guy?
With Nationwide Smart Miles, the less he drives.
Welcome back, everybody. Chris Kidd and Derek Miller here with you on this Tuesday night from Willie Acres Arena as the #1 Logan Wildcats leading the Wayne Pioneers 24-15. And, you know, the outside shooting of Wayne kept them in it in the first quarter, going 4 for 4 from the outside. They were 5 for 8 overall. Atkins trying to get it in, almost hit 5-second call.
Almost did.
Yeah, able to get it in, though, at the last second to Maynard. As they'll get it into the corner. There's the man again. This time he overshoots the rim, but it falls right into the hands of May.
That was a pass. That was a pass, too. We give it to Scotty. We got to give it to him.
And again, that time Atkins just a little too much juice, but it fell right into the hands from May for an easy layup as Browning on the other end, short on the mid-range jumper. Rebound taken by Wayne. They'll work it up ahead, trailing by 7 here early in the second quarter. Now over left side for Atkins. Atkins waiting for some space here as they have Williamson on him now. They get it to Meddings. Now they lob it inside for Atkins. Gets by a man, puts up shot, no good. Goes right over to Cooper, though. He'll lay it up and in.
Good finish here by Mr. Cooper.
Cooper Atkins with his first 2 points. Back the other way, Logan quickly. Williamson tries to bank it in from the near side. No good, and here comes Wayne in transition. One-on-one with Slack. Nice fake by May. Misses the layup, though. Rebound knocked out of bounds. Yeah, last touch by Logan.
Take his few seconds here before they take the ball out. I got a text message from my good buddy John Evans. He said, I just wanted you to know, if you're listening to WOW, he did say that I was his hero.
Oh, so, John, you're John's
John
hero.
Evans did say I was his hero. I appreciate that.
Hey, you know what? Good for John. He picked right. They get it into the left corner. He's trying to find an opening here is May. He stopped. Now gets it at the top of the key for Staley. Clancy comes over on him, and Clancy rips it away. Here he comes one-on-one with Meddings. Goes up on the left side, and Clancy will lay it in.
Clancy with the big, nice left hand.
Again, he didn't play for 2 years, and now all of a sudden back, and he's been sixth man more or less for Logan off the bench, and he's been a great pickup for the Wildcats so far this year.
Absolutely.
26-19 Logan. 6:25 to go in the half, and an offensive foul on Wayne gives it back over to Logan.
Looks like a moving screen, moving pick, whatever you want to call it there on number 14. He's trying his best, to create some space. But it just didn't work.
So that will be on Cooper Atkins. That'll be his first. Team foul number 5 now as Slack will go back to the bench. Here comes Williamson across the timeline. Logan leading it 26-19. Williamson spins into the lane, kicks it out to Browning. Browning will retreat back. Now starts his way in again. Looking for some space, pulls up from beyond the free throw line, and he hits.
Pretty. You know, he could shoot anywhere, but if you notice, he loves to pull up at the foul line there, Chris.
He does. He's got a nice little sweet spot there from inside the arc. And now the other way, Meddings just pulls from about 30 feet, no good. Rebound comes out long, right to Staley. His jumper off the mark. He gets it back, however. Throws it out to Meddings, and now his pass tipped and stolen by Browning. Over to Clancy. Clancy back to Browning on the right block. Tries to spin in, but cut off. Now out to Williamson. Back to Browning. Goes to the corner for three. No good. And rebound knocked loose. Atkins trying to save it. Ooh. That's a last touch by Logan instead. Now, like you, I thought maybe it was Wayne or Atkins that touched that last.
Maybe he's seen something we didn't see.
Now here comes Maynard going to the bench for Wayne. Logan continues to apply full court pressure here, leading at 28-19. As Staley will bring it up the left side, almost lost it, gives it over to Atkins. Now over left side for May. May penetrates in, now it's stopped as Tackett reaches in.
With another foul.
And him and Williamson were in the area, but they're going to give it to Tackett, so that will be two on him.
Tackett, that's just his nature, man. He's going to attack that ball. You know, there's double teaming there, and he's going to go after the ball. You know, he's a physical player. That's what he does, and that's what he's got to watch throughout the rest of the season, watch his fouls.
And 12 points in that first quarter, along with a couple of rebounds, but now he might be down for the rest of the half as Atkins, quick jumper inside the arc this time, no good. Now we got a foul away from the ball on the rebound.
I think it's Slack.
Yeah, they do get Aiden Slack on that foul.
Maybe a little shove or something underneath the basket there. Somebody's hollering something.
Now we're all even up at 5 team fouls apiece. So inbound it to Atkins in the left corner, up to the top of the key for Staley. May will drive in on Clancy. May, nice spin move, gets inside and puts it up over Clancy and scores.
That's a sweet move there. Had a little spin, a little fake, and a finishing touch.
7 points now for May here in the opening half. As they go down low for Coger. Nice grab by him, but had it knocked away, and here comes Wayne. Trailing by 7, trying to cut this to 2 possessions. Staley in the left corner. He's cut off by Slack, gets inside. It looked like a walk, and it is.
Hey, Chris, to back up when Logan had the ball down there, did you notice what Wayne is doing? You know, and I discussed it in the key points of the game. They had 3 defenders on Coger underneath. 3. And they got 5 on the floor, so they're putting 3 on him. And that's how many they're going to need, you know, to shut him down. He's a big kid.
I'm going to say it looks like they're really making a concerted effort to force Logan to try and beat him from the outside, which Logan can oblige and do.
Oh, yeah.
But nevertheless, I think they know that they can just get 8 alive all night long from the inside, so they may have to take their chances from the outside as Williamson penetrates in, puts up a nice little soft floater and gets it to go.
Yeah, Williamson, he's all around too, like Scotty. He can pull anywhere on the floor.
He's got 6 points here in the first half, 4:18 to go in the first half. Logan leads it now 30-21. On the right side, May trap, throws a tough pass, finds Meddings somehow. Nice look underneath and a block from behind by Williamson. Boy, he came out of nowhere, and now we get a foul on Atkins.
He's a hustler.
Yeah, it looked like an easy 2 points there for the Pioneers off that pass, but Williamson just came back from the help side and was able to come up with a big block there to prevent that 2. Now, midway point of the second quarter, Logan trying to reassert a double-digit lead here. They enjoyed very briefly in the first quarter. It's Maynard on the left side, gets the top of the key for Slack. He'll stop, pop a 3, no good off the left side. Rebound knocked out of bounds, and Meddings touched it last for Wayne. I'll bring in another substitution here as Atkins will exit the game with 2 fouls for Wayne. And Maynard will be back into the contest for the Pioneers.
Wayne does have some depth on the bench. They brought in a few different players here in this first half.
Browning has it on the right wing, gives it down low for Williamson. Williamson backing his way in, gets to the middle of the paint, turnaround jumper, and he hits again.
Beautiful fade away. He can pull the 3, he can drive, he can steal, he can block shots, and now, Chris, he can fade away.
And he's got 8 points now, so he's becoming more and more dangerous as the game goes along and as the season goes along, as Meddings goes for 3, and he hits from the left wing. We mentioned that he's averaging 11.3 points per game off the bench for Wayne, and there's his first bucket. So So Logan has yet to hit a three-pointer in this game. That's now the 5th three-pointer for the Pioneers as Browning looking to change that here, but his three short. Rebound taken away by May. Pressure in the backcourt as they find it Maynard. He'll bring it up the center of the floor. 3 minutes to go in the half. Over to Meddings. Gets an open look for three again from the left corner. Online, but too strong. Yeah, they get it right back to him, though, on the offensive rebound, and this time he hits.
That's going to be his spot. You know, they're going to have to push outside and put a hand in his face on that. So Coach Green's going to call a timeout there, and I'm sure that's what he's going to tell him. You know, hey, don't give up an easy three.
Well, that's a full timeout, so we'll take it as well with 2:47 left in the first half. It's Logan leading Wayne 32-27. You're listening to and watching Logan Wildcat basketball with us right here on WVOW, West Virginia's premier sports radio station, and live on Video Productions.
General Stores has served our hometowns for decades, providing those essential needs for the road of life. The LG family goes above and beyond to ensure that your experience is an easy one. That's why they offer the LG Rewards Card, a way to earn points for free drinks, coffee, and even discounts on fuel. Rest assured, you'll leave knowing they have your needs covered. And by the way, tell them Hug sent you. Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
At Tiger's Ice Cream and Grill, we have a huge menu offering home-cooked dinners, hamburgers, tacos, hot dogs, pizza, Philly steaks, and desserts, including, of course, ice cream. Ask about our weekly home-cooked dinners. We have an everyday hot dog special, 6 hot dogs for $5.99, or $5 14-inch large grab-and-go pizzas made from our fresh homemade dough. So visit Tiger's Ice Cream and Grill, located beside the old IGA in Chapmanville, just off the Crawley Creek exit of 190.
Logan with the ball, leading at 32-27 with 2:45 now remaining in the second quarter. Chris Kidd and Derek Miller here with you from Willie Acres Arena as number one Logan trying to stay undefeated. Wayne trying to end a 3-game losing streak, and right out of the timeout they go down low to Williamson. He'll lay it in on the left side.
And they got to work. That's what they're doing. They're working it underneath, doing good, keeping the lead here.
And I think that's what Zach Green wanted to talk about in the timeout. They gotten away from that here in the second quarter. He wanted to reassert some of that dominance on the inside, but Wayne hanging in there, 6 of 9 from the outside so far in this game. Logan yet to hit a three. 34-27 Wildcats, closing in on 2 minutes to go in the half. Nice stutter step drive that time underneath, and a nice dish to Eves as he'll lay it in. Great drive by Staley.
Great drive by Staley. Great layup there. Great play.
34-29. Logan leads it as Browning in the left corner. Trying to find an opening on Staley. Takes a tough jumper, no good. Rebounded, though, by Maynard on the backside. He has it stripped by Meddings. Now here comes Wayne, a chance to cut this to one possession on this trip. Get it over to Staley with 1:35 left in the second quarter. Staley up against Slack. Gives it over to Eves. Bobbles it loose on the floor, but Eves gets it back. Gives it back out, and Maynard's going to be called for a travel.
He traveled there, you know. He got a little excited. He didn't know if he wanted to pull the shot or drive it to the basket there. Good call by the ref.
Now Clancy will check back into the game for Logan. We're down to 1:24 left in the first half. Williamson tries to go inside to Coger. Had it knocked away by Eves, but Coger gets it back. So he'll dribble over to the right elbow. Nice spin move into the paint. Left-handed shot goes for Jackson Coger.
Yeah, got that big power dribble at the foul line, a little spin, a little one-hopper underneath. Makes it look like it Eves.
Final minute of the first half. Meddings on the left wing. Logan leads at 36-29. Eves gets it over to Staley on the right wing. Now he's double teamed, dumps it down low to Eves. Nice move by him. Tough turnaround, no good. Put back though is up and in for Maynard.
And that's what he did. You know, he did exactly what I think he would do. You know, he's going to double on the outside because they're hitting him threes. But, you know, in the chance that you do that, of course, you always got a guy coming underneath like they just did there, and going to try to get back.
As we mentioned, Logan giving up just 54.3 points per game. Wayne averaging just a little over that at 56.3 points per game, but they've hung right with Logan shot for shot, blow for blow here in the first half, only trailing by 5 as Logan trying to run out the first half here. Slack with it on the right wing, 15 seconds left. Gets it to Koger in the right corner. Now he'll drive baseline, tries to find an opening, and nice power move by Koger to lay it in.
Yeah, full body behind the rim and still somehow, managed to get out there and get the shot on.
May goes for three from the left corner at the horn. No good, and rebound by Williamson, and that'll do it for the first half of action as Logan and Wayne in a tight affair through the first 16 minutes as the underdog Pioneers only trailing 38-31 after 16 minutes of play. Well, Derek and I are going to step aside for a 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit about the first half of action here from Willie Acres Arena as you are listening to and watching Logan Wildcat basketball action with us right here on WVOW, West Virginia's premier sports radio station, and live on Video Productions.
General Stores has served our hometowns for decades, providing those essential needs for the road of life. The LG family goes above and beyond to ensure that your experience is an easy one. That's why they offer the LG Rewards Card, a way to earn points for free drinks, coffee, and even discounts on fuel. Rest assured, you'll leave knowing they have your needs covered. And by the way, tell them Hug sent you. Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
At Tiger's Ice Cream and Grill, we have a huge menu offering home-cooked dinners, hamburgers, tacos, hot dogs, pizza, Philly steaks, and desserts, including, of course, ice cream. Ask about our weekly home-cooked dinners. We have an everyday hot dog special, 6 hot dogs for $5.99, or $5 14-inch large grab-and-go pizzas made from our fresh homemade dough. So visit Tiger's Ice Cream and Grill, located beside the old IGA in Chapmanville, just off the Crawley Creek exit of 119.
Did you know that 1 in 8 women will develop breast cancer in her lifetime? At Logan Regional Medical Center, your breast health is important to us. Our caring staff uses the latest technology, like 3D mammography, in a comfortable and welcoming environment to help you stay on top of your health. Speak to your provider about a 3D mammo at Logan Regional Medical Center. Always here for you.
In Peytonville, there's lots of ways to save on auto insurance.
Really?
Yep. Very proud of that. With Smart Ride from Nationwide, they can get discounts for safe driving.
Does she get one?
Mrs. Carmichael, safest driver in Peytonville. Takes a lot of work and effort to be the safest driver in Peytonville.
What about this guy?
With Nationwide Smart Miles, the less he drives, the less he pays. The list of inspiring stories goes on and on.
I bet. I've never seen anyone do more with their retirement than you.
I concur.
38-31, Logan leads it here at the half over the Wayne Pioneers. Chris Kidd and Derek Miller here with you, with Terry Bucklew and Tanner Thomas engineering back in the WVOW studios, and Lisa Grayley, our camera operator on Video Productions, along with Garrett Lester, our engineer on Video Productions. And we talked about it at the top of the broadcast that this might be a tighter game than a lot of people maybe anticipated, Derek, and thus far the Wayne Pioneers haven't made liars out of us.
Absolutely, they're not going down without a fight, as you can see. Logan 38, Wayne 31, and they're doing exactly what I would do. I'm not by no means a coach, but they're doubling down, on the defense, on the big men down low. They're trying to strip at the ball, get some turnovers created, and down on the opposite end of the floor on the offense, they're pushing the ball outside to some secret shooters, it looks like, because these boys are, they're making some threes down there.
I'll tell you what, the fact that this is still such a young bunch, I mean, you're looking at a Wayne program. Like I talked with Ryan Epling, who does Basketball Friday Night, the other day, because, he was checking to see if we were going to do like a Chapmanville Wayne girls game. And during that little exchange we had with each other, because Ryan and I have known each other since college. I like how I'm name dropping here, but and because Ryan does such a good job in everything he does in the Wayne community and with Basketball Friday Night and all the other things he's involved with on television. But he told me, he said the boys team's not bad. He said they're young. And he said they're a little green still, but he said this team is a lot better than a lot of people are going to think they are, just because of the reputation they've had in years past of not being that good. And he said that to me. I was like, well, they might have won a couple games. And then I hopped online and I saw they won their first 5. I was like, oh, okay, Ryan's not playing around. Okay. So, you know what? Ryan Epling knows those teams about as well as anybody could. And thus far, it's been very impressive because, like we said, Staley's a freshman. Eve's a junior, May's a junior, Atkins is a sophomore, Meddings is a freshman. The only senior in that group is Maynard. So this is a team from Wayne that not only this year but next couple of years could be very dangerous.
Absolutely, and no other night than tonight, to prove yourself, coming up here against the number one team in AAA, you know, and giving them 110% out there on the floor. You can see them doing it. You can see them hustling the ball. See them find. They even had me apologizing at the beginning of the broadcast because you know what? They're a good basketball team.
I'll tell you what, I think Garrett's got some statistics for us here on Video Productions that we'll take a look at here. And, you know, you're over closer to that way for us, Derek. Why don't you take a read for what Wayne's stats are first, and then we'll work over to Logan's.
Where we at here? Wayne's 12, 28, 46%. At the field goal, they're 6 for 10, 60% at the three-point. And it looks like they're 50% at the free throws, 14 for the rebounds, and 13 for the turnovers. So they definitely got a lot of turnovers, which we know Logan pushes hard and they play good up front, tough in your face defense. So Wayne's hanging in there. I think the score would reflect a little different if they didn't have any turnovers. But Logan, on the other hand, is field goal percentage is 59%. They're not even on the board for a three-point. Like you said, they haven't even had a three-point. They took 6 attempts tonight, but made none. They're 100% at the free throws, and 8 rebounds and turnovers. They only have 5. So that's your statistics here at the halftime.
And that is a very wild stat line because you see the 13 turnovers for Wayne. You think, well, Logan's got to be blowing them out, but then you look rebounding-wise, that's a bit of a surprise that Wayne's out rebounding Logan. I think a lot of that has to do with Logan being so aggressive on defense. Wayne's been able to get balls up on the rim or on the backboard where they've been able to get some quick returns on those rebounds and putbacks. Logan doing the right thing, attacking at the rim, shooting 59% in the half. But if you looked at 59% shooting for Logan, 13 turnovers for Wayne, you're thinking this is going to be just a shellacking, but that outside shooting for Wayne has really kept them in this.
Absolutely. They're only separated by less than 12% there. So it's a pretty tough match here coming into the second half. But Logan does seem to come out a little stronger in the second half as we watched in games prior. So there's no doubt that the Wayne coaches, tell them, hey, keep up the work. Keep pressing down low, keep doubling down low on them. Try to get them in foul trouble, push the ball outside. We're shooting well. So I think if they keep the same strategy that they had in this first half, I think we're going to see a good ball game here.
Well, let's take a look at the first half scoring here for both sides, starting with Wayne as they were led by Zane Atkins with 9 points, Dylan May with 7 points, and you have Ike Meddings with 6 points, Brian Maynard with 3, Ronnie Staley, Braden Eves, and Cooper Atkins all with 2 points to round out the scoring for Wayne. On the other end for Logan, they were led by Jackson Tackle with 12 points, all those in the first quarter. Then you have Aiden Slack and Garrett Williamson with 10 points, followed by Scotty Browning with 4 points and Julius Clancy with 2 points to round out the scoring for the Wildcats. It's 38-31 Logan here at the half. We'll step aside for a 2-minute break, and when we come back, it'll be time for the start of quarter number 3 here from Willie Acres Arena as you're listening to and watching Logan Wildcat basketball action with us right here on WVOW, West Virginia's premier sports radio station, and live on Video Productions.
Welcome to Allstate. You already paid for car insurance. Why not take your home along for the ride? Allstate. Here, better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands with Allstate. Call a local agent or 1-800-ALLSTATE for a quote today.
Little General Stores has served our hometowns for decades, providing those essential needs for the road of life. The LG family goes above and beyond to ensure that your experience is an easy one. That's why they offer the LG Rewards Card, a way to earn points for free drinks, coffee, and even discounts on fuel. Rest assured, you'll leave knowing they have your needs covered. And by the way, tell them Hug sent you. Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
At Tiger's Ice Cream and Grill, we have a huge menu offering home-cooked dinners, hamburgers, tacos, hot dogs, pizza, Philly steaks, and desserts, including, of course, ice cream. Ask about our weekly home-cooked dinners. We have an everyday hot dog special, 6 hot dogs for $5.99, or $5 14-inch large grab-and-go pizzas made from our fresh homemade dough. So visit Tiger's Ice Cream and Grill, located beside the old IGA in Chapmanville, just off the Crawley Creek exit of 119.
38-31, Logan leads Wayne as we get ready to start quarter number 3 here from Willie Acres Arena. Chris Kidd and Derek Miller here with you. And again, we talked about, or Derek mentioned it, before going into the break. Again, Logan's second half numbers have been incredible, outscoring Scott 54-26, outscoring North Marion 37-14, outscoring Shady 28-20, and outscoring Capital 41-32. So they've outscored their opponents 160-92 in the second half of action. So let's see if that trend continues here tonight. As opening possession, though, a steal for Wayne. Here they come.
Coming out hard, attacking the ball.
It'll be a drive over near side. Zane Atkins is Wayne going now left to right across your computer screen and radio dial in the second half. Logan going right to left. As Staley gets to the free throw line, kicks it out to Atkins. He'll stop, pop a three, hit three in the first half, but not here. Rebound comes out long, though, to Maynard for Wayne. Dumps it down low, pass intercepted by Browning.
Good defense by Logan there, putting pressure, creating a turnover.
Here comes Browning into the middle, looking for some space, gives it over to Slack. Slack shovels it back over to Browning. He'll launch a three, and this time he connects the first three of the game for Logan.
He said, I'll tell you what, Mr. Miller don't call me Scotty Hot Hands Browning for nothing. I'm going to throw up the three and make it.
I'm going to give the point to you up here in one game. They get it inside. Eves has it on the right side. Kicks it out for Atkins. Now 10-point Logan lead again. Over left side, three on the way, and there's another three for Wayne as Staley hits.
That's exactly what Wayne's got to do. They got to work that ball around the perimeter and keep on throwing it up.
Hoger got out of control. Yeah, he got caught under control underneath and just couldn't get his footing, and that'll be a travel. 41-34, Logan leads it. 6:38 to go in the third quarter. They inbound it for Atkins in the backcourt. Pressured by Slack, gets away from him. Now over to Staley. Staley, it looked like he almost double dribbled. Instead gives it over to Eves. His shot blocked by Tackett.
Tackett waited on that.
Yeah, he was lying in wait like a cobra that time for that ball as he comes away with it. Now here's Williamson, left wing three on the way, and he connects.
I seen that release from up here, and I knew it was going in pretty shot, and look at that. Logan already with 2 threes here, second half.
So now he's got 13 for the game. As up ahead, they dish off. May with a nice fake, goes up the layup, but can't finish it. Gets his own rebound back, and this time he will convert.
Good fake by Mr. May. He heard him. There's no doubt he heard a horse galloping behind him, and he said, "No, you ain't blocking my shot, big boy."
44-36, Logan leads it as they get it to Slack at the top of the key. Now over to Williamson. On the right wing, dumps it down low for Tackett. Give and go, and we get a whistle before the shot, and that'll be a foul on Wayne, it appears.
I didn't see it.
So let's see who they signal here on the big board. That'll be the first foul of the half on either team. And doesn't look like they put it up there yet as they inbound it quickly to Tackett. He lost it on the way up. As here comes Wayne as that foul was on Ryan Maynard for the Pioneers. They get it over right side. Now top of the key, over to Atkins on the left side. Atkins gives it back up top as Maynard will reset the offense for Wayne. Penetrates over to the right side. Now dishes off to Staley. Staley picked up by Tackett at the top of the key. Tough pass in the left corner, but Atkins makes the grab. Now they reset near the top of the key. 5:20 to go in the third quarter. 44-36. Logan leads Wayne. They shovel it over now near side for Maynard. He'll dribble to the top of the key, goes inside, floater from the free throw line is short, and rebound by Tackett. Now here comes Logan quickly up ahead to Koger, got behind the defense momentarily, power move to the inside, and Koger able to convert.
He had to, they're doubling down on him. Good move by Mr. Koger. That's where he works best at.
Now back to a 10-point lead for Logan, 46-36 up ahead. No one on Eves as he gets underneath and got behind the defense for an easy layup.
Kind of reminded me of myself when I was younger because I didn't like running down there on defense.
I was going to say you just cherry pick.
Cherry pick. Yeah, I'm open, throw me the ball. As you can see, it works.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Good strategy.
If you play lazy defense, you can create good offense.
Yeah.
That's Tackett. Nice pass from Williamson that time. Got it inside for Tackett. Couldn't hit the layup, but he'll go to the line. And, Williamson with 6 assists in the first half, 3 steals as well to go along those double-digit points. Again, just been all over the place for Logan and creates an opportunity for Tackett here to go to the line. Tackett, 12 points, all those in the first quarter. Has his first point now since that time.
Logan keeping up their free throw statistics here.
Logan now 5 of 5 from the free throw line. here this evening. Let's see if the announcer jinx kicks in. Nope, not this time. Nope. He hits both of them. So now Logan back to a 10-point lead as it just kind of tenuously staying in this 8 to 10 range right now. Who's going to go on a run first? Again, can Wayne keep this tight all the way, or can Logan start to extend this lead? As a nice drive here. Oh, and runs right into Tackett, and a charge as Tackett did not move his feet or give up his ground when Staley came in there. Staley tried to fake a pass and just ran into a brick wall.
I don't know if Staley seen him. It was like he was an invisible wall there.
And you know what? Staley took the brunt of it.
Yes, he did, because Tackett is a big kid, and Tackett even went back on the floor. So, yeah, that was a tough hit there.
Well, I said Staley was coming full speed ahead. Tackett was planted, and looked like Staley's the one that took the hardest hit on it. So now it's 48-38 Logan. 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Browning thought about a 30-footer. Instead dribbles to the top of the key. Steps back. He'll launch a three this time. Online but short, but Tackett gets the offensive rebound. Tackett goes over to Browning on the left wing. He ball fakes, gets over to the right elbow. Now to Williamson on the left wing. Hit a three from here earlier. Hits it again.
I got that angle from up here, Chris. As I could see when he released that ball, I knew it was going in for the second time for him this half.
Well, Logan had no threes in the first half. They've hit 3 here in the third quarter. This now the largest lead of the game for Logan at 51-38. As they get it over left side. Staley on Koger, able to cross him up. Pull-up jumper is short. Rebound by Slack. Here comes Slack up the right side. Penetrates in on Eves. Nice spin move. Tries to go up with it. Had it knocked away, but now a foul called here on Wayne with 3:16 to go in the third.
Look how many defenders Slack had on him. I mean, you see all the red jerseys, and if we're going to watch, I don't know if we're watching replay there, but you see all the red jerseys, and you see Slack pushing the ball down floor, and that's what they're doing. You know, they're having to do that because these are some big kids. So.
That's now the third foul on Ryan Maynard as Slack unable to hit on the first free throw.
You jinxed him.
I didn't say anything that time.
That's your, yep, that's the ticket.
I did not say anything that time.
It was me, man. That was me in the last free throws, but I'll never admit it. I'm like that Saturday Night Live skit when he said, yeah, that's the ticket. He'd tell this big story. My bubby told me that.
Slack unable to hit on either free throws. He's still scoreless here tonight. Wayne with the rebound over to Zane Atkins. Long three from in front of the Wayne bench, and he hits.
Zane can drop him, brother.
And that's his 4th three of the game as Williamson looks to answer back on the other end. This time his 3 off the mark. Rebound taken away by Staley. So now a chance to get this back to single digits as an errant pass. Atkins chases down. Gets it over for Staley. Now in the left corner. Here's an open 3 from Eddings, and he hits. Boy, every time it seems like Logan's ready to put their foot on Wayne's throat, the Pioneers come roaring back. Out to Browning on the left wing. Dribbles to the free throw line. Pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound underneath by Maynard. And Tackett dying to pick up a foul here, and he finally does.
It's his third, ain't it?
Yeah, he just kept riding Maynard there and just wasn't letting up, and you could tell there was going to be a foul called.
Yeah, and you know, watching basketball, you know, watching young kids, you see these kids hitting these three-point shots, and kids do. You know, they want to shoot the ball outside. But if you're Logan here, you know, you need to stick to the post, stick to the paint.
51-44. Logan led it by 13. Looked like they were starting to get away, but now a 3 from Atkins again, online but short. Rebounded by Koger, and they're going to be a over-the-back foul or a reaching foul here on Eves. Boy, when Atkins gets that ball and gets set to shoot a 3, you're a Logan fan. You just hold your breath right now.
I know, man.
Now you get Cooper Atkins checking into the game for Eves. That's going to be number 3 on Braden Eves. So he's got 3. Ryan Maynard has 3. And then on the other end, Jackson Tackett has 3 for Logan. He's still in the game, however. 2:10 to go in the third. Logan leads it by 7. Koger with it. Dumps it down low to Williamson. Tried to find Tackett, but a nice job by Wayne getting their hands on the ball. Deflects it out of bounds. I believe that was Maynard that deflected it.
Yeah, Wayne's hanging strong here, you know, in the third quarter. And if you listen to the crowd, you know, it's been real quiet. You know, I could hear myself actually compared to, you know, a lot of the other games we got here. So Logan's kind of saying, "Oh, what's going on here? We got to fight."
Get it to Slack in the left corner. 3 is good for Aiden Slack. Much needed for Logan.
Yes, it was.
So the lead back to 10 now at 54-44. Meddings on the right wing. He'll stop, jack up a 3, in and out, no good. Williamson tips the rebound to Slack. Nice job by him.
Yes, it was. Good awareness.
Up ahead, baseball pass from Slack to Koger, and he's able to rip it away from the defender, and Koger lays it in.
Coker barely gained control of that, but you see the athleticism he had. He was underneath the rim, realized he didn't have control of the ball, so he just kind of tipped it in.
And the quarterback for Westside during the fall, possibly going to be for Logan next fall, and he made a nice grab there as the lead now up to 12 again. Now here's Atkins looking to answer from three, nearly banked it in from the side, rebounded by Coker though. Now he'll look up ahead for Tackett, 1:10 to go in the third. Tackett over to Browning. Browning ball fakes, gets to the top of the key, now drives back to the left baseline, kicks it out to Coker. He's going to take a three to big man, and he hits!
You got this Logan, they heard me. You got this Logan crowd riled up there with that three.
Well, now Logan, a nice explosion here near the end of the third quarter. They've opened their lead up to 15. Pass underneath to Cooper Atkins. Bobble gets it back, puts up a tough shot in front of Tackett. No good. Rebounded by Coker with 40 seconds. Now Logan, let's see if they try to hold for one here. As Wayne has the possession arrow right now to start the fourth quarter. But what a close this could be. Again, the lead had shrunk to 7. And Wayne had a good look from 3 to cut it to 4. But ever since then, Logan has scored the last 8 points. Down to 20 seconds to go in the quarter, and this is something Logan's done so effective all year long, is just running the clock out at the end of quarters. This is what experienced teams do. This is what good teams do.
That's exactly what I would do.
Now Browning with 7 seconds on the right side. Dribbles in, gets by his man, puts up a layup and count it for Browning.
Browning said, "You're going to leave me open, I'm going to take it to you."
He from near midcourt at the horn, no good by Staley, and Logan closes the third quarter on a 10-0 run as they lead at 61-44 heading to the final 8 minutes. Back after his 60-second break as you're listening to and watching Logan Wildcat basketball with us right here on WVOW, West Virginia's premier sports radio station, and live on Video Productions.
Did you know that 1 in 8 women will develop breast cancer in her lifetime? At Logan Regional Medical Center, your breast health is important to us. Our caring staff uses the latest technology, like 3D mammography, in a comfortable and welcoming environment to help you stay on top of your health. Speak to your provider about a 3D mammo at Logan Regional Medical Center. Always here for you.
Logan Physical Therapy wants to help you. Have you been injured at work or in an accident? Come to Logan Physical Therapy and Doug Hibbs will provide a thorough, careful evaluation and create a comprehensive treatment program that will get you back on your feet. Logan Physical Therapy, turning setbacks into comebacks.
Start of quarter number 4 here from Willie Acres Arena. Chris Kidd and Derek Miller here with you as Logan has now started to finally find some separation from Wayne
steal.
as they went on a 10-0 run to end the quarter. Looking for more as a steal by Williamson up ahead to Browning, and the lead now has swelled to 19.
This is the Logan team that we're used to seeing here in the second half.
Again, it's that second half run for Logan. Again, they've just dominated the second half of action all year. Now another steal, and now Wayne trying to steal it back, but Chance Maynard hitting the deck and getting it up ahead to Browning, and he'll lay it in again.
Somebody needs to pick Chance up for football if he ain't already playing football. Wayne having to call a timeout here, but a good hustle there to get to the ball.
That's 13 points now for Scotty Browning, and a 30-second timeout here for the Pioneers as Logan leads at 65-44 early in the fourth quarter. But just a reminder that this game brought to you in part by Nationwide Insurance agent Greg Dalton, who is a proud supporter of Logan Wildcat Athletics and the community of Logan County. For auto, home, life, and business insurance, call the Greg Dalton Agency at 304-752-8300. Greg Dalton Insurance with offices on Main Street in Logan and Main Street in Chapmanville. For all your sides, there is Nationwide. This is WVOW Logan. I'm not singing it, Derek. He tried to get me to sing it during the break.
If you won't do it, I'll start doing. Nationwide is on your side.
I'm sure Terry Bucklew will unhook every piece of equipment back in that WVOW studio.
Me, ain't he?
Him and Tanner Thomas will just shut down the entire operation. Said, you know what, we had a good run, just never mind.
We did.
I did. My singing is nothing to behold.
You gotta start singing it, man. It ain't Nationwide unless you hear the song.
You know, it's bad whenever you're in your own car and you almost run yourself out of the car singing. So, I've just learned to, I'll let them handle that. As we get a foul out of the timeout, it's going to go on Coger for Logan. That'll be his second. 65-44, Logan leads it. Wayne with the ball. They drive baseline, kick it out to Atkins into the left corner for Meddings. He'll launch a three, no good. Rebound comes down to Clancy. Up ahead, Browning again behind the defense. Dumps it back for Williamson as he pump fakes, got a man in the air, and he'll draw the foul.
Good ball movement.
That time Maynard got in the air, and Williamson just kind of let him catch him that time. He didn't want to take, neither one of them wanted to hurt each other. So Williamson just kind of let him land on his back and took the easy foul. As they get it back into the corner for Williamson. Gets a good look for three, no good. Rebound comes out long to Staley. Now 7 minutes to go here in the ball game. Logan with a 21-point lead, looking to move to 5-0 on the season. Staley pass. Oh, Williamson got all palm on that one. You could hear the smack of it as it goes out of bounds off of Logan. So now here comes Wayne to inbound from the near side. Braxton Markham into the game for Wayne. Inbounds it to Atkins. Atkins over to Meddings. He'll take a long three from in front of the Wayne bench. Oh, it got halfway down and came out. Williamson gets the rebound.
Somebody called the law. He got wrong.
Underneath for Tackett. He'll lay it up. Or actually, Chance Maynard getting his first two of the game as he comes in and provides another spark here just like he did against Capital. They get it over to Atkins, 67-44. Logan leads it here in the fourth. Atkins top of the key, three straight on, and he's got his fifth of the night.
He does. Wayne's doing exactly what Wayne needs to do. You know, they need to throw up them shots outside there.
That's 10 three-pointers for Wayne overall. 6:12 to go in the game, 20-point Logan lead. As Clancy gives it over to Koger. Koger spins inside, had it knocked away into the hands of Chance Maynard, has to save it as it's going out of bounds. Now they get it to Browning inside the paint. He'll dribble back out, looking for some help. Instead, now we'll just bring it all the way back out and reset the offense here. Browning gives it over to Clancy on the right wing. Dumps it down low to Koger, had it poked away by Maynard. Koger gets it back. Oh, good look to Williamson. He drives in on the left side, and Williamson will lay it in.
Side-eyed him over there, Chris, on the far end of the floor underneath the basket there and threw a laser to him. Good pass.
So now here's Wayne with it, trailing by 22. As driving baseline, cut off as Markham. Kicks it out to Meddings. Meddings lobs it cross court for Atkins. Can he do it again from three? Online, but just a little short. Rebounded by Chance Maynard. 69-47 Logan up head to Browning in the right corner. Stutter steps, gets into the paint, hangs in the air and puts in the floater.
Good hang time there by my man, Scotty.
I told you, he's got so many different weapons than he had his freshman year. He's really done a great job of developing himself over the last several seasons. 71-47 Logan over to Meddings. He'll launch a three from the corner, this time short. Rebound again by Chance Maynard as he gets in. As over to Williamson, he'll bring it across the timeline. Lob pass up it to Koger. Tried to save it into the corner for Browning, but instead hit a wide open official.
He tried, didn't he? Koger said, wait a minute, I'm supposed to be throwing it over the shoulders here as the quarterback. What's going on?
So now 4:48 remaining in the game, and you see a few substitutions starting to creep in here for Wayne as they've started to symbolically wave the white flag here almost. Again, it was just a 7-point game with about 2 minutes to go in the third quarter, and then Logan just turned on the afterburners, and it started to run away with this one in the fourth. This pass up front gets away. Oh, Atkins, nice job saving that from going over and back. They get it to Meddings on the left wing. His three too strong, and Browning gets the long board. Browning into the middle. Gives it over to Chance Maynard as it's bobbled, but he gets it. Goes down low to Koger, who's wide open and lays it in.
Good look.
Koger with 9 points here in the second half, 19 for the game. 73-47, Logan leads it, and there's another timeout for Wayne with 4:11 to go. We'll take it as well as Logan on their way to 5-0 this year, leading it by 26. You're listening to and watching Logan Wildcat basketball with us right here on WVOW, West Virginia's premier sports radio station, and live on Video Productions.
General Stores has served our hometowns for decades, providing those essential needs for the road of life. The LG family goes above and beyond to ensure that your experience is an easy one. That's why they offer the LG Rewards Card, a way to earn points for free drinks, coffee, and even discounts on fuel. Rest assured, you'll leave knowing they have your needs covered. And by the way, tell them Hug sent you. Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
Logan Physical Therapy wants to help you. Have you been injured at work or in an accident? Come to Logan Physical Therapy, and Doug Hibbs will provide a thorough, careful evaluation and create a comprehensive treatment program that will get you back on your feet. Logan Physical Therapy, turning setbacks into comebacks.
Shoot a three all year.
Out of the timeout, Wayne with the ball, trailing 73-47 as we hit the midway point of the fourth quarter. Chris Kidd and Derek Miller with you as Zane Atkins goes for three from the left side, no good, and Coger just rips the rebound away from May. Here comes Williamson up the center of the floor. Takes it all the way in, had it knocked away and out of bounds, and it'll stay with Logan. But a little bit of development here. Again, Williamson in the game has 18 points, but he's also got 9 assists, so he's looking for that 10th one as Browning goes for three from the corner, no good. Tackett on the offensive glass, and they'll lay it back in.
I think number 23 got hit underneath there. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, Atkins may have taken a little shot to the face there inadvertently. Logan now leads it by 28, but yeah, you can tell Williamson may be aware of the fact that he's got 9 assists, would love to get into the 10 assist category for a double-double here tonight. As pass knocked away out of bounds off of Logan as Tackett got a hand on it. And Logan will get a nice little break after this. They'll be off until next Tuesday, and then they get that rematch from that heartbreaking regional final loss. They get the Winfield Generals are coming to town as a nice drive inside there by May as he'll get the layup to go. So he's got 11 points now for the game, 75-49 Logan. Williamson drives in, got a crease to the basket, and he'll be fouled from behind. And that'll send him to the free throw line.
He took about 3 minutes to get his pass in.
So we'll see how long both sides kind of elect to go with some of their pseudo starters here. Before we see some of the benches empty as Williamson's first free throw up and good. That puts him at 19 points for the game. Him and Coger both at 19 points for the contest for Logan. Scotty Browning with 15 points. Second free throw up, this one too strong as Atkins gets the rebound. And now we get a loose ball foul here on Logan. 17 fouls against Wayne, only 3 against Logan, and that'll be the first foul against Williamson here tonight. They get it over to Atkins into the corner for Meddings. Over to the right wing for Atkins, double teamed. Gets at the top of the key for Staley. Staley looking for help, gives it over left side for May, down low, pass knocked away and intercepted, up ahead to Williamson. Williamson, pass over to Tackett, and there's assist number 10. So again, we were waiting on it, and sure enough, the unselfish Garrett Williamson gets himself now into double-double territory with his 10th assist. 78-49 Logan, and there's a steal underneath by Slack. Trying to work his way up ahead was Tackett, and he tried to split 2 defenders and got fouled with 2:47 to play. And that should be a 1-and-1 for Logan as they'll head to the free throw line. And Logan scores again here. That'll be the second time on the season they've eclipsed 80 points, doing so against Scott in the first game of the year.
They're not scared to shoot. And as you can see why, they make it.
Now again, Tackett, I kind of lost track of him, but he's got 19 points now for the game. So you got Tackett, Williamson, and Coger all with 19 points, and then you've got Scotty Browning right behind him with 15 points. I mean, that's just devastating whenever you've got 4 of your 5 starters over 15 points.
Absolutely, you know, it speaks for itself, and so little.
Now they do get another steal after both free throws were made by Tackett, and Williamson will lay it in on the left side. So he's up to 21 now for the game. So I guess that's the only drama left. Who's going to be the leading scorer for Logan coming out of this?
Exactly.
82-49 Logan as Meddings for 3 from the corner, no good. Coger tears down the rebound. Yeah,
did you see?
He had that arm cocked ready to fire that to the other end. Instead thought better of it. Now gives it to Williamson, down low to Tackett, 2:10 to play. Tackett backing his way in, pump fakes, goes to the left side, and he'll lay it in. Again, he had that strong start to the first quarter with 12 points, and he's finishing strong here, and with exactly 2 minutes to go, looks like Zach Green's going to empty his bench here, as they'll have to take a full timeout to do it, so we'll do it as well. Be back in 60 seconds as Logan leading at 84-49. You're listening to and watching Logan Wildcat basketball with us right here on WVOW, West Virginia's premier sports radio station, and live on Video Productions.
Welcome to Allstate, where you can pay a little less and enjoy the ride a little more. Now get new lower auto rates with Allstate, because better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands with Allstate. Click or call for a lower auto rate.
Welcome back, everybody. Chris Kidd and Derek Miller with you here this evening as Logan on their way to a 5-0 mark on the year. As nice drive that time by Maynard, getting inside for Wayne and laying it in as he gets his 5th point of the contest. 84-51 now as driving baseline and a shot blocked on McCormick Ilderton, but it finds the hands of Chase Hatfield. His jumper off the mark. Rebounded by Wayne as an outlet pass up ahead. McCormick Ilderton able to chase his man down. Tried to knock it away, but looked like he picked up the foul instead as Peyton Markham. Let's see if he'll go to the line or not for Wayne.
Good hustle by Ilderton there, down there underneath the rim. Last person to have the ball, first person to get back on defense and make a play. Even though it was a foul, it was a good hustle.
And that's what you want to see from a coach, not just giving up on the play after you make a mistake or you have a bad moment on one end, get down to the other end, try and make a play there, or at least prevent the layup, which Ilderton was able to do as Peyton Markham hits the first free throw. She gets some more substitutions in on both sides. Looks like Eli Walker into the game for Wayne along with Brian Queen. You see Clancy checking back in for Logan as you have Chase Maynard into the game for Logan now, along with Gabe Workman, who just got the rebound for Logan off the free throw miss. 90 seconds to play, 84-52. Logan leads it. Workman gets it up to the top of the key for Hatfield. Back to Workman in the right corner. Workman at the elbow, thought about it, instead gives it to Clancy. Top of the key three for him off the mark. Rebound dribbles into the corner and taken by Isaiah Lowe for the Pioneers. Wayne across the timeline, trailing by 32. Up the top of the key now for Lowe. Gives it over near side, 3 on the way. High-arching 3, no good for Peyton Markham. Loose on the floor, going to be knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Wayne with minute 1 to go. So again, Logan going to stay number 1 this week after this impressive second half once again, as Workman from the corner, 3 on the way, no good, out of bounds off of Ilderton. It'll stay or go to Wayne. As Wayne, on the other hand, they will have another game this week as they will host Herbert Hoover on Friday. That should be an interesting contest. Again, Hoover making the state tournament last year. Still a very good club this year, so that ought to be a nice little test for both teams.
Yeah, I think it will.
Down to 45 seconds to play as Isaiah Lowe has it. Walker, rather, gives it to Lowe down low. Yeah, nice give and go that time, and Isaiah Lowe able to get it from Eli Walker for the layup. 84-54, Logan leads it. As Ilderton finds a crease, drives all the way in, and gets the layup to go.
I thought Ilderton had the and one there. It's some big players there. He split for the layup. Good job.
You love the Logan bench cheering for it as well, too. Again, they cheer all game for them. They love it. And now here's Workman with a steal. Drives in left side. Can't finish on the layup. Rebound taken away by Wayne as Braxton Markham has it. And now we get a foul in the backcourt with 11 seconds to go. That'll only be team foul number 6, so Wayne will inbound it.
We got this foul here, Chris, and my man Bub Tackett giving me a hard time, saying that I had a few games on the radio and using big words like connoisseur at the start of the game. Well, I just want you to know, Bub Tackett, that Andy Griffith's almost over. It's my bedtime, so I feel discombobulated.
So he threw another 10-cent word at him.
Well, that is a word.
Shot no good for Wayne. Rebounded by Ilderton, and he'll run out the clock as Logan, with another dominant second half, ends up winning it 86-54 after leading by only 7 at the half. They outscore Wayne in the second half by 25 to continue their dominant second half streak. Well, Derek and I are going to step aside for a 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll recap tonight's action here from Willie Acres Arena as the Wildcats win it 86-54. You're listening to and watching Logan Wildcat basketball action with us right here on WVOW, West Virginia's premier sports radio station, and live on Video Productions.
You can breathe easier at Boone Memorial Hospital, now with pulmonologist Dr. Richard McNeely. Come see us if you have concerns about your breathing issues.
Boone Memorial Hospital, bringing medicine home.
In Peytonville, there's lots of ways to save on auto insurance.
Really?
Yep. Very proud of that. With Smart Ride from Nationwide, they can get discounts for safe driving.
Does she get one?
Mrs. Carmichael, safest driver in Peytonville. Takes a lot of work and effort to be the safest driver in Peytonville.
What about this guy?
With Nationwide Smart Miles, the less he drives, the less he pays. The list of inspiring stories goes on and on.
I bet. I've never seen anyone do more with their retirement than you.
I concur.
Let's go places. The all-new Thornhill Toyota on the Thornhill Motor Mile. Your total automotive experience just got better with one of the safest, most dependable lines of vehicles on the market, Toyota. Contact us today and let Thornhill show you what total automotive care is all about.
Logan Physical Therapy wants to help you. Have you been injured at work or in an accident? Come to Logan Physical Therapy and Doug Hibbs will provide a thorough, careful evaluation and create a comprehensive treatment program that will get you back on your feet. Logan Physical Therapy, turning setbacks into comebacks.
Little General Stores has served our hometowns for decades, providing those essential needs for the road of life. The LG family goes above and beyond to ensure that your experience is an easy one. That's why they offer the LG Rewards Card, a way to earn points for free drinks, coffee, and even discounts on fuel. Rest assured, you'll leave knowing they have your needs covered. And by the way,
tell them Hug sent you.
That's right. Little General Stores, your
86-54, Logan wins it here tonight from Willie Acres Arena. Chris Kidd and Derek Miller here with you tonight as the Wildcats improve to 5-0 on the season. And again, this is a much closer game than what people are going to notice whenever they see the final score, Derek, because it's just a 7-point game with 2 minutes to go in the third quarter, and then Logan just really kicked it into gear. Wayne all of a sudden wasn't able to knock down a lot of the shots they have from the outside, and it just goes to show you got to play 32 near-perfect minutes to be able to take this Logan team out.
Absolutely, because that's what they do. You know, they play from tip-off to the end of the game, you know, constantly, you know, with their defense, up-in-your-face defense. So, and like you said, it was a close game for the first three quarters. And Logan, being the team that we've watched this year, you know, always coming out real strong in that second half.
Well, let's take a look at our final statistics here this evening, starting with the Wayne Pioneers. Again, they shot 21 of 52 from the field, shooting 40% overall, 10 of 25 from the three-point line, 40% as well, 2 of 4 from the charity stripe, and then they had 21 rebounds to Logan's 27, so Logan able to come back in the second half and out-rebound Wayne after Wayne had out-rebounded them in the first half, and then the 18 turnovers, Logan able to force, only turning it over 9 times themselves. A big difference in this game as well, as Logan shot 62% from the field tonight, 36 of 58, just a dominant performance from the field, 5 of 17 from the three-point line, hitting all 5 of those in the third quarter, and then finishing 9 of 12 from the free throw line here tonight to continue a good start to the season from the charity stripe. Well, now let's look at the final scoring on both ends, starting with Wayne, as they were led by Zane Atkins with 15 points, followed by Dylan May with 11 points. Then you had Ike Meddings off the bench with 9 points, Ryan Maynard and Ronnie Staley with 5 points each, Braden Eves with 4 points, Isaiah Lowe and Cooper Atkins with 2 points, and Peyton Markham with 1 point to round out the scoring. On the other end for Logan, they were led by Jackson Tackett with 22 points, Garrett Williamson with 21 points, Jackson Coker with 19 points, Scotty Browning with 15 points, and you had Aiden Slack with 3 points, Clancy with 2, Ilderton with 2, and Chance Maynard with 2 points as well. And you look at some of the other miscellaneous statistics. Again, you had Tackett overall with what looks like 6 rebounds overall on the evening for him. Garrett Williamson getting those 10 assists to go along with his 3 steals in this contest. Koger with 7 rebounds as well on the evening, along with 2 steals. Had a block and a couple of assists himself. Browning with 4 assists to go along with his double-digit effort here tonight. I mean, just a slew of players being able to do numerous things for this Logan team. It's not just about scoring; it's about getting it done on every aspect of the floor. And Logan's just doing that in unbelievable stretches here thus far this season.
Absolutely, you know, and you read the statistics here, and you see the points, and for the most part, you know, it's split. Like you said, it's not a one-person thing, and that's the beauty of this. The number 1 Logan Wildcats here is They do know how to get the ball off. They do know how to pass the ball, and how to work the ball, how to shoot the ball, and how to do everything. So they're utilizing them top 5 players that they got here, and that's why they're in the position they're in today.
Well, let's go over now here on Video Productions, and it's time now for our Logan Physical Therapy Player of the Game. And, this is about as a rough decision as we're going to have all year long, but we're going to give it to Garrett Williamson. Again, Garrett had that nice double-double tonight. Again, finished with 21 points, 10 assists on the evening. Just an impressive stat line once again for Garrett Williamson here tonight. He was 8 for 12 from the field shooting, 2 for 5 from three-point land. I mean, that's just about as impressive as it's going to get. And again, that following the 24-point performance against Capital shows that Garrett Williamson really starting to come into his own on both ends of the floor and being not just a defensive shutdown performer, but also being a very big offensive threat for this Logan Wildcat club now.
Absolutely. That's why he's going to be a repeat All-Stater. He's going to definitely get named, which is well deserved, by him. As you can see, each game in and game out, he comes here and he performs.
Well, now on the other end, we've got another award to give out, as it's time now for on WVOW, our Temp Control Hot Hand of the Game Award, brought to you by Temp Control of Chapmanville. And, we were trying to figure it out during the break. We said, you know what, this is like a stew. We're just throwing all the ingredients in there on this one because I feel like almost everyone deserved it tonight. I mean, Jackson Tackett with 22 points, Jackson Koger with 19 points, Scotty Browning with 15 points on the evening, and even Zane Atkins from Wayne with 15 points, hitting those 5 3-pointers. I think all of them deserve a round of applause and to be part of our Temp Control Hot Hand of the Game Award. And this winter, if you want your home to be as comfortable as possible, call Stuart Trickler and Roland Mullins at Temp Control of Chapmanville at 304-855-5200. Well, again, now after this 86-54 win here tonight over Wayne, Logan gets a week off before they take on the Winfield Generals here. And obviously that was a bitter defeat that Logan had last year, 56-53 in overtime. They shot 10 of 21 from the free throw line in that game. That really ended up coming back to haunt them in the end. And that was after Logan had that really exciting sectional final win over Lincoln County with that buzzer beater by Williamson. So you know that anytime Logan and Winfield get together, I don't care if it's basketball, football, rolling dice, whatever, there's going to be some animosity between those two sides. So this is going to be, I think, a very emotional atmosphere here next Tuesday night, which we'll be here for.
Absolutely. You're going to have a crowd here. I'm sure there'll be extra security, like you said. It's became a rival game. And Logan, like you said, they got to stretch off to get prepared for it, Chris. So I think that's exactly what Coach Green's going to do. He's going to get the Logan Wildcats prepared, to remain the top team in AAA as he faces them next Tuesday night. I'm looking forward to being here with you, looking forward to being on WVOW, and we'll give it back to you, brother.
It is, and there's not any type of a game off for the Logan Wildcats thus far, as all 5 of these opponents they faced have been very difficult, and Logan's been up to task all 5 times thus far. So again, make sure you're with us next Tuesday night for Logan versus Winfield rather, at 7:30 p.m. with the tip-off coming right at 7:30 p.m. Derek and I will be on the air at 7:20 p.m. for the pregame show. And again, Logan versus Chapmanville canceled on Friday night because of some COVID issues with Chapmanville's club. They've been shut down for the week. So we don't know if we'll have another game for you this week here on WVOW, but if not, you've got a week to rest up before that very impressive contest between those two schools.
Absolutely, and I'm sure everybody's excited to hear that pretty voice of yours, Chris.
Oh, absolutely.
They're not like me, guys. please think about me, all good vibes, prayers, anything you can give me, because I got to look at this ugly face here all day. Man, I had to throw a shot in before we close.
Oh, he did. He gave me the nice little compliment, then just to roundhouse kick me right in the gut after that.
That's for that oatmeal cream pie joke.
Oh, well, you know what? I'm glad you at least enjoy my voice, because anytime I get ready to lecture in class, my kids just absolutely So, I'm going to have to tell them tomorrow, Officer Miller thinks I have a beautiful voice. Maybe not face, but he does think I have a beautiful voice, so don't you forget it.
That's right.
And they're going to be like, shut up and just get it over with. So 86 86-54. Logan wins it here tonight over the Wayne Pioneers. They moved to 5-0 on the season. We appreciate you joining us on Video Productions and on WVOW Radio. And for our team, Lisa Grayley, our camera operator on Video Productions, Garrett Lester, our statistician and engineer on Video Productions, along with Tanner Thomas and Terry Bucklew, our engineers back in the WVOW studios. For Derek Miller next to me, I'm Chris Kidd saying so long tonight from Willie Acres Arena as the Logan Wildcats move to 5-0 and stay undefeated with an 86-54 win over Wayne. You've been listening to and watching Logan Wildcat basketball action with us right here on WVOW, West Virginia's premier sports radio station, and live on Video Productions.